guys, my name is Robert. If you haven't been to this channel, please check out my videos, and if there's anything that you like, I appreciate you subscribing. And if you've been here before, welcome back, guys. Really always truly appreciate you guys. So today it's actually the 5th of July. We actually celebrated the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. And today I wanted to talk about the tires that I got right here. You guys might have seen a couple thumbnails and other videos of mine showing the new tires, so I just want to confirm and talk about what I got. So let's talk about them. So a few months ago I did a 1-year review of the tires I had prior. They were the 285 75 16s and the Cooper ST Max tires, E-rated tires. So as far as performance, I really liked them. They did well off-road and on-road, bad weather, good weather, just everything. But there was an issue that I didn't like. They got really noisy. So noisy, it was just hard to even have a conversation inside hard shell Taco. So I decided to get rid of them, and I kept on looking at other tires. Prior tires I used to have were the BFG KO2s, which have been very popular. But there's been a lot of new tires out there, and I thought about it. I mean, there was Nitto, there was Falcons, I mean Toyo. I mean, there's a big list that I could have gotten, but I said, you know what, let me check out General Tires. General Tires have been out for a long time, and they've had a lot of good reviews, so that's why I wanted to try them out. I looked at the specs. Weight wise, I think they were a little bit lighter than the ST Max. The tire itself, it looks very similar to actually a BFG KO2 when I looked at it. So the major concern was that these General Tires, the Grabber ATX, in the same size 285 75 16s that I had in the ST Max, they were actually 2-ply versus 3-ply sidewalls. My concern for having 2 layers versus 3 layers of material was puncturing. And I kept on looking for reviews saying, you know, these tires blew, they took them off road, and you know, there was damage, or they didn't hold air or something, and I couldn't find anything. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and give these a try. So far I've put about 1,000 miles on them, and I gotta say I'm really satisfied with how they're performing. First of all, they are quiet. Now they are an all-terrain tire, so they're not going to be super quiet like a passenger tire. But as far as the volume, especially compared to how my ST Max were, huge difference. Ride quality. So ride quality has improved greatly too. And I think it's because of the 2-ply sidewalls. It's a little bit softer tire. So when I'm driving on the road, I actually feel a little bit more of a plush ride. It actually reminded me of the stock tires, how they were when I first got them over 2 years ago. Now as far as traction, I haven't gone through any rain, unfortunately, so far, but on road traction, at first I was a little bit hesitant to take the turns fast because the sidewalls seem to be a little bit softer, but I've gotten used to how they handle and how they've shifted a little bit of the weight, and I haven't had any problems with losing any traction. As far as dry, I also went off-roading with a few friends, and it was a dry dirt and haven't had any problems. But anyways, it performed well. I went off-road, didn't have any issues. But one thing I did notice with this kind of tread is that when I was off-roading and then driving home on the pavement, the rocks either stick inside the treads or spin out and hit the truck. I would hear a ping every once in a while. So that's what I noticed with the tread, because it's just the right size just for the right rock. Versus how the ST Max was. The ST Max never held any rocks. Price-wise is pretty much on point with any of the tires. It's actually pretty cheap. These were about $1.80 each, so I think they are pretty affordable. That's up to par with the Falcons, and the Falcons are priced a little bit towards the affordable range versus like a KO2 or the ST Max or something like that. Also, if you noticed here, I put the white letters out. So far, no problems with that. If you're rubbing a curb or something, you do have to clean it or, you know, get dirty. But I kind of dig it because it gives like kind of like an old school retro vibe that matches with my stripes. I think it's a pretty good tire so far. The warranty lasts to 50,000 miles, so that's pretty good too. I also got road hazard. Oh, And I almost forgot, I had talked about putting a 33-inch tire as my spare in the back on my prior video. So I went ahead and I had cut the stock tailpipe to give room for that. Let me show you how the 33-inch tire fits underneath the truck in the stock location. A couple of the clamps, or whatever you want to call it, I just kind of bent it out a little bit. I gave it a little bit of love, but you can see that everything clears well, and you can see tons and tons of space between the tire and the exhaust by cutting it off. And that's the reason why I cut that off, so I wouldn't have any issues with that. And also off-roading, you don't want to catch anything, so that's another reason. All right guys, so that's about it. I really like these tires. If you guys have any comments or questions about these tires or any other suggestions, please post below. Appreciate you guys watching the channel. Peace out, guys.